Okay, obviously everybody's been plastered to the TV or glued to the TV, whatever. We all know what's going on in Japan. I was going to write a sermon about Japan, trying to tie it into biblical things and everything, but I received an email. Now, all of you who know me know I'm involved with Rotary. Our Rotary Club helped place a student, all right, the master's degree student, over at the International University in Tokyo to work on what's called peace and conflict resolution. As it turned out, when the earthquake hit, all right, and she was about 170 miles south of where everything happened, but she was actually over in Thailand on vacation, surprisingly enough, on the beach where the last major tsunami hit. However, I was preparing some of my remarks for tonight when I got this email, and I'd like to share it with you because I think it sums up her fears, what she was thinking, and then I'll do a Paul Harvey on you. As everyone by now knows, a massive earthquake hit Japan, registering 8.9 on the Richter scale. Of course, we now know it was 9, which was actually 10 times stronger, with a resulting tsunami on Friday, March 11th. The epicenter of the quake was about 80 miles offshore from Japan in Sendai, a northern town on the main island, and one of the closest to the quake, which is about 200 miles away from Tokyo. Right now, I'm sitting in Taiwan's airport, waiting to board my flight back to Japan, and all the uncertainty that awaits me there. I'm returning from a vacation in Thailand where I definitely spent more time watching the news than I did on the beach. I've been back and forth on whether I should return since Friday, at times sensing that Tokyo life has returned to normal, and at other times scared off by the warnings of a possible meltdown at several of Japan's northern nuclear plants. I have both short-term and long-term concerns. Short-term, I have no idea what awaits me when I get back to my apartment. I fly in late in the evening and have the feeling I will be spending the night at Narita Airport, given the fact that trains and buses are operating on a very limited schedule. I'll arrive at my apartment, not sure what has been broken and if the water, gas, and electricity works. Rolling blackouts have been instituted to conserve the shortage of electricity. Long term, the possibilities of aftershocks remain quite possible for weeks after the event. Yesterday, Tokyo rocked to an aftershock of 6.2. Who knows what tomorrow has in store? Then there is also the compounded trouble of the radioactive release from several, maybe 3 now we know it's more than that, of Japan's nuclear plants that were damaged in the quakes. Experts have assured us that there's nothing to worry about and that the plants have been constructed to withstand exactly this type of disaster. The media, however, reports relentlessly, and certainly does not maintain a peaceful mind. I have been going back and forth for days now, and I'm constantly checking tickets to the United States. I can't decide whether or not I am overreacting or if I should be more prudent and stay away from Japan for at least a few more days, if not a week or two. The conflicting reports are hard to balance. The media says the supermarkets are out of food, yet a friend tells me he ordered Domino's pizza and it arrived within 30 minutes promised delivery time. Some friends are leaving the country, while others continue to work on their thesis projects and participate in part-time jobs. And then, of course, there is the feeling that I shouldn't be running from this situation, but rather to the situation, given what I came to Japan to study. After all, isn't this exactly the type of work that I'm meant to participate in, not as a technical expert, but at a general level? I know that right now what is needed most are medical and logistical experts, but there will be a time when general volunteers are needed as well. What am I running from if this is the work I've been called to do? In Japan, of all places, where civil order and human kindness have not broken down despite the massive shock to the entire system. Something in me says I should return to be ready for the opportunities that will arise for those with more general qualifications and residency status to aid. So that is what I'm doing now, while praying for peace of mind for those who are still uncertain of the status of their loved ones, that are living without power, water, and gas, and that have been evacuated from their homes, not knowing that they will or what they will have the opportunity to return to all that uncertainty that faces them. I hope to get involved in relief efforts when the time is appropriate, and will update accordingly. But as is being mentioned in the news, the best thing for those who want to have an immediate impact is to give to organizations that are well staffed with qualified experts and already established logistical chains. At this moment, anything else would probably cause interference rather than provide assistance. Now, shortly after that, she boarded the plane. All right, and I will tell you, this girl originally hails from Greensburg, but she has already worked for the State Department. She already has a master's degree in policy and international policies from CMU. I mean, we're talking an extremely bright, one of the brightest in the world, literally. She got back to Tokyo, got to her apartment, and that's when the nuclear thing started. She arrived in the U.S. yesterday. There was an emergency call to one of my friends who helped place her over there. And 11 o'clock at night, through Rotary's emergency thing, they got her an airline ticket. Now, this is before they started the charter flights. As last I know, she is safe, but I thought that gives great insight to what the Americans are feeling, and we have absolutely no idea what the Japanese are feeling, But anyhow, I guess the only thing I can say in conclusion, keep them in your prayers, and of course, if you have the ability, money's needed over there.